What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live on YouTube, or at least I think that we're live on YouTube. I'm just waiting for it to connect. Hopefully you guys had a good week, and hopefully life is treating you well on your side of the world. We're about to go ahead and get this show started momentarily. I'm just waiting for one or two things to go ahead and do what it needs to do. And once it does that, we should be live. Before we get started, if you don't mind, put in the city and state where you're joining us from. Let us know where you're watching from. The city and state where you're joining us from. And on that note, we'll see you on the other side. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Hopefully everybody is doing well on your side of the world, and I'm doing good on my side. But we're going to get this show started, and my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tall Boy, and we're here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand, and hopefully you guys get some value out of it. Is that all right with you? We were trying to deal with a few things on the back end, but we're here, and sometimes you just got to go back to the old school, if that makes sense. So let us know, city and state, where you're joining us from, and we would love to see where you guys are hanging out. If you're watching on your phones, you should be able to do that, and as we can clearly see, we got a couple people over in Europe, and we got some people watching in the United States. So let's see, what do we have down here? We have Love Audio from Forno, Italy. Okay, well, that's different. Let me see. No? Well, now he's saying he's in Newton Abbot, United Kingdom. All right. Rich Vibes is over there in Devon, the UK. And, okay, he says he's in the UK. That's what's up. So let us know in the city and state where you're joining us from. And we would love to hang out with you. And just thank you so much for hanging out. Amesbury, Massachusetts is awesome fun things. And then let me see. Hit the Spot is in Decatur, Georgia. And down here in Florida, we got Sheila Baker, and they say one more person is here. Who else is down in these parts? I'm going deep in Florida. Well, I don't know if there's somebody else there, so we're gonna fall back out of Florida and come back. So let us know city and state where you're watching from. We also got Digital Growth Hacks coming out of Sacramento, California. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. All right. So with that being said, let's find out what's on tap for tonight for the show.
In our global video podcast, we explore diverse topics with a live audience, inviting everyone to share insights and join the conversation. Through humor and relatability, we discuss the Merriam-Webster's word of the day, palaver, showing the power of communication among truck drivers. Discussing the FCC's mandate, we delve into the importance of making cell phones accessible for those using hearing aids. Highlighting the ease of detecting AI voices using Chrome, we demystify the process for better technology understanding. Exploring the differences between Spotify and YouTube Music, we engage with the audience to share preferences and insights. Closing the show, we emphasize the necessity of embracing technological advancements to remain connected in a rapidly evolving world.
Well, now you guys have an idea of what we're going to be discussing this evening. Let me go ahead and give you the rules to the show. Unfortunately, TBJ is not feeling well today, so I will be handling a lot of manpower and a lot of things on my end. So I will put TBJ's face up there for the ones who love TBJ. But look, this is how you can participate. You can watch on your phone or your TV. As always, you can only comment on your phone because that makes sense, right? No, I've never seen anybody be able to comment on their TV, but you have a big screen TV at your house, at your hotel room, or maybe you just somewhere at the barbershop or out on a fun night on the town and you're at a location and you're watching, But you can watch and you can comment on your phone, but watch on the big screen TV because we want you to get this full greatness over here, if that makes sense. We want you to be authentic and we also want you to keep it real. Now, we want you to embrace this technology because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. All right. So without further ado, my man Revis is here. And I'm not even going to be a hater tonight. I'm just going to just go ahead because I think it's just starting to become a staple around here that he wants to be called the sexy man. So since he the sexy man, we just gonna just do it. So without further ado, Revis, where you at, man? Where you at?
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man.
Why y'all do this, y'all?
What your name is? What your name is? Hey, Mr. Sexy Man.
What's his name, y'all?
What your name is?
What's his name?
What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. What's up, Revis? How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing rather well.
Okay. Where you hanging out these days?
I am in a town, and I might need y'all help. I think it's pronounced Chowtaw, Oklahoma.
Chowtaw, Oklahoma. Let me see if I can get that on the map and see if we can find out exactly. It sounds like you're somewhere in the middle of the United States. So if I'm correct, this is where you at. If that's right? Chowtaw, Oklahoma. All right, there you go. If we misspelled it wrong to all the people that live out there in Chowtaw, Oklahoma, we do apologize. Maybe you can give Revis a history lesson when he comes back through that town. All right. What's out there? What do you see out in those parts of the United States?
Actually, I'm at a truck stop. There's a few businesses around here, but I think they're really known for maybe dairy or something around here, dairy cows or dairy farms.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. I don't know much about Oklahoma, man. So I'm gonna just move on through that, and we got a word of the day called palaver. And I was saying palaver and all of that other stuff earlier, but I'm going to give you a definition and I'm going to break it down for you. And you give us your best way to break this down to where we could use this in an everyday terminology. Can you do that for us?
I'm going to try.
All right. Palaver is an informal word that usually refers to unimportant or meaningless talk. It can also refer to misleading or deceptive speech or to a conference or discussion. Now, they're saying in British English, the word is sometimes used as a synonym of fuss to refer to unnecessary excitement about something. And the way the sentence reads is, enough of this palaver. We have more important things to discuss. Revis, break it down. Palaver.
Now, I have to wrestle with this word today because, again, it's not an easy word. But the best way to try to explain it is you and I, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about Oklahoma.
Well, I know they got
Because
the
you know
Oklahoma.
nothing about Oklahoma.
Yeah, they got the
And,
Oklahoma City Thunder. That's all I know.
well, no, we want to talk about this part of Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Because, just like I said, there was some dairy farms around here. And this is what I'm believing is around here. But we need to stop with all this palaver because it's meaningless talk.
Okay, so it's
It's
meaningless.
meaningless. It don't mean nothing to nobody.
Okay, all right. Well, to some people, when it comes to politics, they feel like it's meaningless as well, right?
Yes, you know what? But I didn't want to use the politics analogy because I've been trying to stay away from politics this year
Okay, all right.
because there's too much palaver stuff going on.
Oh, okay. Well, what about
And it's
Well, since you don't want to talk politics, what about two dogs trying to jump a fence? While you over there trying to pull out of the truck stop.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you know about that?
Nah, man,
Because I sure didn't.
that's meaningless to me. I don't care about no two dogs
It,
jumping over. No.
it is meaningless, and it's a lot of fuss about nothing. And when you have a lot of fuss about nothing, you bring up some excitement, and people are interested in what you're talking about. But it's also meaningless, and it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary excitement. That's what palaver is.
Now,
It's unnecessary excitement. So we can sit up here and fuss about politics, and we can fuss about the dogs that's jumping fences while pulling out the truck stop. It's exciting, but it's meaningless to anybody. Don't nobody care about it.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, before we get into what the audience thinks, I would like to have a poll question. If you're watching on your phone, let me know on your phone how do you think Revis did on the word of the day? On your phone, let us know. 1, teach us, Doc. Respect. 2, I just wasn't vibing with this one. 3, you made up from last week's word. 4, now Revis. Is this really in the dictionary? Or 5, I respect the professor for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us know how did Revis do on the word of the day. Hey man, I'm just trying to help you out, brother. I mean, you're doing your thing. So while we're waiting on that, let's see. Rich Vibes, he had something that he had to say. He says, "Oh my God, what a palaver! Don't want to be causing too much drama. Don't get your wires crossed. I don't mean to harm you. Just let it go. Just stay calmer." Okay, all right. I like that one right there. That's different.
Yes, it is.
Hit the spot 1006 says, you know what's about to happen. Okay. So hopefully she gives you a positive score. Um, but how did he do? That's the question, or that's the response that I have for you guys right now. So we're gonna come back over here. And while I'm pulling up the poll question, is there anything that you want to tell the people, Revis?
I just want everyone to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'd like to congratulate the Lab Tech family. We have hit 500, but we're only halfway to where I want to be. So keep inviting people, and we're trying to get to 1,000 now.
Okay, there you go. I respect that. So for the ones who are not familiar with what's going on or what he's talking about, we finally met the threshold or the halfway part. And they say YouTube added a lower monetization tier. Let me put myself on the screen. YouTube added a lower monetization tier that gives creators access to fan funding and some other features, but not a cut of ad revenue. So that means we don't get no money from the YouTubes, okay? But they said to qualify, you need to meet these thresholds. And we've met 2 of the 3, all right? And this is where we need your help at, all right? So we got 500 subscribers, 3 public videos uploaded in the last 90 days, and then now we have to meet one or the other. 3,000 hours of watch time across all your videos over the last 12 months, or 3 million short views in the last 90 days. Now, I know we're not going to do no short views, so 3 million, that's a lot, but we're at 976 watch hours the last I checked for the watch time. So with that being said, maybe you guys would be willing to have a Lab Tech Show watch party. Maybe you might be willing to, before you go to sleep, just put it on the Lab Tech Show and just play one of the playlists. And that way it will help us get to our threshold. But that's kind of where we're at. So we have 2 of the 3. And then once we get the third, once we qualify and get that third requirement, we'll be able to add our merch page to the channel. We'll be able to have channel memberships, and you can send super chats well, I don't think super chats, but you can send stars or something like that they said that you can do. So I'm not really worried about the stars or the super chats or whatever that part is, but to have the memberships and then to add the merch page as opposed to just asking you to go to shop.tallboy.us, it will automatically be there. So that's kind of what that threshold would mean. And then once we get to the 1,000, they say you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time across your videos over the last 12 months, or 10 million short views over the last 90 days. So that's what we need to be able to get to that threshold to be able to do what we do. All right. So if you guys would be willing to do that, I think that that'd be cool. So based off of what Revis said to you guys, this is what the people said, Revis. We have a tie. Teachers, Doc, respect. Or 2. I just wasn't vibing with this one. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. There's some people that said that they weren't feeling it, and there were some people that were saying that they were feeling it. All right. You need a handful of banger evergreen videos to rack up watch time. That's what awesome fun thing said. So yeah, I mean, I get it, sir, but I mean, I thought all the videos were banger. I think we bring some great quality to the show, and unfortunately, we're just not there yet. But that is the goal: is to get to that level and to get to that threshold. Is that fair?
That is fair. And maybe you should put more videos of me and TBJ out there.
Well, you're out there every week, Revis. What more do you want?
Oh,
brother?
no, babe. Honestly, just a little bit more because they're bangers.
Oh man, where's my Steve Harvey voice? Oh my God, Steve Harvey, where you at?
Oh, hell no.
All right, Revis, anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, I want everybody to just keep me and my truck in your prayers. My check engine light and wrench light came on. So I need to get to the dealership, and let's hope it's not going to cost me too much to fix it.
Yeah, we don't need no more problems in 2024 with Revis and his truck issues. So we're gonna say many blessings and many prayers to you with that regard. Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right, that's what's up. All right, man, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of this show. All right.
All right, fam.
All right, man. Be good. All right, guys, there's no stash stock party of the evening, but since there's no stash stock party of the evening, we do have a poll question for you. And I would like to ask you before we get started into the show, what do you appreciate more from a tech advancement? What do you appreciate more from a tech advancement on your phone? Let us know. 1, Google. 2, Facebook. 3, digital photos. 4, Gmail. 5, podcasts. Or 6, music streaming services. What do you appreciate more from a tech advancement? All right, we're going to come back to that question in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. People say they like that. Google, go ahead. Google starting off the show hot. What they say, coming in hot. So yeah, that's we're going to ask you that question, and as we're waiting on the responses, I'm going to start pulling up the articles for us, and we'll go from there. All right. So with that being said, the answers are starting to roll in real time. I love it. So please interact with us in real time. If you're watching on a different platform, feel free to come on over here to YouTube, the Lab Tech Show. We are multi-streaming on multiple websites or multiple streaming sites. And your willingness to come over here will help us with those watch hours. Your willingness to participate over here allows us to be more engaged with you in real time. And we would love for you to be a part of this, all right? Tonight's topics are hearing aids and cell phones, detect AI voices a lot more clearer, YouTube music versus Spotify, and I don't know what that fourth one is. We're not going to be talking about that, but yeah, we won't be talking about that. They say music streaming services is what you appreciate more from a tech advancement. I understand. All right, well, we got our first article of the evening, guys, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk more about this. What do you call it? Hearing aids and cell phones. There's some new advancements that has come out in 2024. We never thought that it would make sense Good Morning America did a piece on it earlier this week or late last week, I want to say, about how hearing aids could be used with the Apple AirPod Pros. And they were saying that this was a new technological advancement. And I guess after they saw that article, the FCC decided, or after they saw that story, the FCC decided that this is what they're going to do. They said the FCC mandates all mobile phones in the U.S. to be compatible with hearing aids. That's right, hearing aids. So, some people are embarrassed. People don't want those hearing aids, around the ear because, it has a stigma. And that's not fair to people. So they said the FCC has adopted a new regulation that will require all smartphones to be compatible with hearing aid devices. Now, they're saying that the commission says that they will, with the new mandate, 48 million Americans with hearing loss will be able to choose from the same mobile phone models available to everybody. Now, they're saying under the new rules, after a transition period, Americans with hearing loss will no longer be limited in their choice of technologies, features, and prices available in the mobile handset marketplace. And they're also saying the regulation requires all phone makers to abandon proprietary Bluetooth coupling standards that may interfere with hearing aid compatibility. The FCC will also require that all handsets to ensure universal connectivity between smartphone and hearing aids, including over-the-counter devices like the recently approved Apple AirPods Pro 2. And they're also saying that the rule mandates that all new mobile handsets available in the U.S. meet volume control benchmarks that ensure clear audio for listeners by allowing them to increase the audio volumes without introducing distortion. And they're saying with this requirement, it accommodates consumers with hearing loss who do not use hearing aids, as well as those that rely on hearing aids or cochlear implants. And additionally, phone makers will have to revise their labels and websites to indicate hearing aid compatibility, whether or not the handset meets telecoil or Bluetooth coupling requirements, and how high the handsets and the audio volume can be raised while meeting the new volume control requirements. This is a lot. But before I get into all of what my thought process is or your thought process is, what do you think of this? What do you think of the FCC making hearing aids compatible on your phone? Let us know. 1, this is needed to be done. This needs to be done. Glad they did it. 2, helpful. It just depends on how it's done. 3, great strides for ADA inclusivity. 4, it might raise costs and limit phone choices. Or 5, I don't trust it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us know in the comments. What do you think of the FCC making phone hearing aids compatible? Phones and hearing aids compatible. What are your thoughts on that? So the way I'm looking at this article, it's is good because people need their phones, of course, right? But then now some people have to put their phones on speaker. You have a device that you're using, right? And you have this device around your ear. And now people, they don't want that stigma, as I mentioned earlier, right? And now if you can have your AirPod Pro 2 or any other headphone, they're now making that as a hearing aid. But to make it compatible with your phone, now you're saying that you can't have that boost of the bass or the loudness, but it's also saying that everybody will be able to have inclusivity when it comes to the phrase I'm looking for, just everyone being able to have a phone and they can make it work for themselves. I think that's probably the best way to say it. I think it's awesome that they're doing this. This is definitely a direction in the right direction for the ADA community. And I wonder whose idea was it to bring this to the table. I think that that's what it really boils down to. So I think that this is one of those situations where there may be some pushback, but I mean, once it's mandated, you have to do it. So now all the phones, no matter whether it's Google, iOS, Samsung, OnePlus, they all have to make it ADA compatible to wear those hearing aids. Now, how would that work? I don't know. And I think we'll be seeing some first generation, but as the years pass along, we'll find out what people think or how it will work, and saying that this is great strides. You guys said this is needed, and glad they did it. That's what's up. I appreciate that. All right, we're moving on to our next article here. Now, this is interesting because I told you guys AI is here. And whether you like it or not, AI is here, right? And we're hearing a lot of deep fakes. We don't know if this person's voice is real or not. And now Google Chrome said that they're going to make it a lot easier for you to detect the AI voices. And I think that this is positive for them because this is one of those situations where we don't know what's real or not. But then if you use this extension on your laptop, which I believe that this is the only way that it's compatible. Hopefully it'll be made available to phones soon. But this will be your way of understanding or detecting if something is real or not, especially in the technology world that we're in now. They're saying a new Chrome extension can reliably detect AI generated voices. And the way the article reads is, with the elections basically a few weeks away, the call screening and fraud detection company HYLA has launched a free Chrome extension to spot deepfake voices, and they call it the HYLA Deepfake Voice Detector. It listens to voices played in video or audio streams and assigns an I cannot say this word, so do apologize. It assigns an authentic score, telling you whether it is likely real or fake. So basically, this deep fake voice detector listens to the voices, and then it'll tell you whether or not it's real or fake. And they're saying that this third-party tester has validated the extension is over 99% accurate. And the company says that even covers AI-generated voices the detection model hasn't trained on. And the company claims it can spot voices created by new synthesis models as soon as they are launched. So no need to say, well, this is a new AI voice labs or 11 labs. It can detect whether or not it's real or if it's fake. All right. So they're saying that they played around with the extension ahead of the launch, and it seems to work well. And they said they pulled up YouTube videos about different topics. And then they said they got, it gave a score. And then they're also saying that they threw a well-earned jab at social media companies for making such a tool necessary. They're saying these AI companies these social media companies should have already had something like this in place. And basically they're saying it's clear social media sites have a huge responsibility to alert users when the content that they are consuming has a higher chance of being an AI deepfake. But they said that the onus is currently on the individual to be vigilant to the risk and use tools like our deepfake voice detector and check if they are concerned content is being altered. And they're saying that a lot of people saying that that's too much to ask for. So we're pleased to be able to support them with the solution that helps put some of the power back in their hands. And they said the extension only needs a few listens. It only needs to listen to a few seconds of a voice to spit out a result. And if it works on a credit system to prevent higher servers from getting slammed by excessive requests, you'll get 20 credits daily, which may or may not cover the flood of manipulative AI content you'll come across on social media in the coming weeks. So this is a lot. But basically, you can, if you think that this is not real, you can basically go and click, and the links to the description or the articles will be in the body of the YouTube video, right? And you can go ahead and click on the article, and you can have the link to go right there, and you'll go, and then you can download the extension if you're interested. It is only available on Chrome, and what I'm going to do is Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can pull this up on my screen. And if I can get it to pull up on the screen, then we'll try this out in real time. All right. That's what the goal is. We're going to try this out. I downloaded this onto my phone. Oh, excuse me, onto my computer. I downloaded this onto my computer. And as you can see, we're going to just go ahead and close this out. And then we're going to go ahead and open up an extension. And then we're going to go down here to the HYLA Deepfake voice detector. We know that this is a deepfake, right? We know that this is a deepfake because this is my custom avatar here. And it says just start analyzing. And we're going to. So it says that So it says this video has an authentic score of 12 out of 100. The sample voice is likely a deep fake. So this is actually Revis's voice right here that we put into AI. And we said, let's see what this would sound like. And we would go from there. Now I'm going to go over to YouTube, and this is in real time. And we're just going to find a YouTube video. I don't really want to do that, but we're just going to just find a quick video and see if we can find something and just say, well, we'll just use ESPN, right? And we'll just play their audio. Uh-oh. We're running into some issues here. Uh-oh. It would be in real time that I have some issues with this Chrome extension, right? So basically we have this YouTube video. I'm gonna try and see if I can get it to pull up again. But in real time, let me get myself off the screen over here. Yeah. So I'm gonna just go ahead and open up YouTube, and we're just gonna open up YouTube and we're gonna see how this works. Hopefully it'll work this time in real time. And for the ones that's watching in real time, you have to just bear with me, okay? Let's see. We're just going to find, okay, we're going to find a video here. All right. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and see if I can open up this Chrome extension in real time. And then here we go. We know whose voice that is. That's Shannon Sharp, right? And then we're going to go ahead and see if we can get it to do what it needs to do. All right. So we're going to play the video, and then we'll start analyzing and see what it does. All right. So it says it's analyzed. Okay, so it says your authentic score is 92 out of 100. The sample voice is likely authentic. So we know that that is actually Shannon Sharp. We actually know that this is who he is. And so we saw a video of where it was some AI content that I created, and it said the score was a 12. And then they said that this score is a 92. All right. So with that being said, now you've had a chance to see it in real time. I guess my question that I have for you is, what are your thoughts on it, right? Do you think AI voice detection is needed? Let me know in the comments right here. 1, hell yeah. It'll be groundbreaking like DNA testing was. 2, I don't see a problem with it. 3, this is nothing but a money grab. 4, we need more testing. Or 5, we need to shut down all this AI foolishness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this AI voice detection? Is it needed? Let's look at the comments and see what you guys are saying right now. Let me see. It says, are you doing all right? Let's see, doing well. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Rich Vibe says you can't hear it. Okay. So and I'm kind of glad that you guys could not hear it, because I did not want a copyright strike going against it. But basically I played 2 videos. One was a confirmed video of an AI that I knew was AI generated, and it gave a score of a 12. And then we played another video that was on YouTube, and we knew that that was an actual live person. And with us giving that live person a voice, it was able to detect it. And all I did was press a button, and it only listened to a few seconds, maybe about 3 or 4 seconds of content, and it was able to give an authentic score. So pretty simple process here. It was one of those situations where you couldn't go wrong with it. It's either going to tell you whether it's it or not. And the goal at the end of the day is if you think that this is something that may not be good, or you may think that is that really this voice? And with the election season coming up, this is something that you should think about and ask yourself, is this really the candidate that we think that it is, or is this somebody just making something up? All right, so that's what this HYLA Deepfake voice detector is supposed to tell you. All right, so all you do is just go. I'll have the articles in the description shortly, and you basically go over there. And once you go over there, you just literally go into your you go into your oh my God, your extensions, and then you just press the play button. And as you can clearly see right up underneath it, it says your daily credits. And so I have 16 remaining. And as you can see on the right-hand side, it says 92, 12, 84, 1. And so this was me testing it out earlier. And then this is me testing it out right now. So you get a chance. It's an extension. It's free, absolutely free on your Chrome browser. So as long as you're using Chrome, you have access to this. You press play, and it detects about 4 or 5 seconds. And next thing you know, it'll tell you whether or not the score is authentic or not. And it'll let you know whether or not it was a deepfake or not. All right? So that's basically how that works. Let's see, what did you guys think? What were your thoughts on this? Let me see. There we go. Well, I thought it was there. I am doing a lot today. I need TBJ today. Where is he at? TBJ, he ain't feeling well. We're having some issues with TBJ. So let's see. Let's get this back up on the screen. Okay. What's going on? All right, there we go. Yeah. Do you think AI voice detection is needed? Let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's something that you need. So not on DuckDuckGo. No, they said it's only available on Chrome. You can try this on your own. Lisa Maria, you can feel free to try it on DuckDuckGo and see if it will work. But if I'm correct, if you go to HYLA.com, that's HIYA, HYLA.com, and it tell you right there in the middle to get the extension. Now, I don't know if on DuckDuckGo whether or not you'll be able to do this or not. So, but it does say that it is available on, it does say it's available on Chrome. So give me 1 second. And while we're doing this in real time, I'll see if I can pull this website up for you. And you can make a determination if this is a website that you want to visit, or you want to put onto your, if you want to put this onto your computer or not. So, but it's a Chrome extension is what they have said. And that's basically how it works. All right. So they say okay, well, that's not the same. That's not the same one. So apparently they have other products. And with them having other products, okay, there's a lot going on over here today. Y'all pray for me today. I have a lot going on. Yeah, they have some other products here, and we're going to try and see if we can get the actual. So apparently, if you go to HYLA.com, you have to click on products, and then you're going to have to, well, you're going to have to, yeah, AI voice detection. So you use that AI voice detection portion of it, and then once you click there, you'll be good to go. So Control V, there you go. And this is what it looks like over here. So your AI deep voice detector is, as you clearly see, it says get the extension, and it tells you what you need to find here. And then you decide if this is something that you want. It does not say whether or not it does work on another platform, but I do believe it's probably only Chrome. Okay. So just want you to see what's out here. And if you feel as if there's a voice that may not sound real, then all you do is open up your computer and you download it, and there you go. So hopefully that'll help. All right, there you go. So with that being said, let's do our call to action, guys. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It is the Lab Tech Show. Man, will you join us? Will you be a part of this family? Will you be a part of this community? We would love for you to embrace this technology because we got you. It is the Lab Tech Show. Come on now, we try to simplify this tech in a language that you can understand. We show you the articles in real time, and then now we get a chance to discuss it. We're building. It's a whole community over here. Will you join us? Hit that like button, subscribe, and that bell, because we're live at 8 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right? It's a family affair. Embrace the technology. We've been doing this for a minute, and we would love for you to grow with us. All right? It's the Lab Tech Show. Rich Vibe says it's just one of those days. Yeah, man, it is just one of those. Look, it's one of those days so bad that I just lost my headset out of one ear. It's definitely one of those days today, man. Yeah, we just gonna get through this to the best of our ability. What does he say? Just one of those days. Yeah, every day's not gonna be a good day. All right. Branded robocalls, more like it. Okay, there you go. I hear you. I hear you, Lisa Maria. So, but this is really more of if you're watching a video or if you're watching something and then you're saying, is this real or not? This is not necessarily a phone call that you're getting. The robocalls, this is really more of if you're watching a video and is this voice really authentic or is this somebody else? All right. There you go. All right, we got one more article for the evening. I normally do 4, but I felt like we were going to just shorten it a little bit because this next article, I understand YouTube Music, Spotify, YouTube Music. I understand. A lot of people are like, hey, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I don't really want to change. But the question is, are you willing to make the change? And maybe it might be something that might be beneficial to you. Maybe it may not. But I just feel like, why not have this discussion? Because what's the best fit for you when it comes to YouTube Music or Spotify? All right. So the way the article reads here, bear with me for 1 second. They're saying there's a lot going on with these. No. There we go. The way the article reads is they're saying, yeah, there we go. They said choosing the right music streaming service can feel overwhelming given the many options vying your attention. Spotify and YouTube Music are just 2 of the biggest players, and they have a lot of music in their library with over 100 million songs each and offering similar plans from free ad-supported versions to premium tiers with extra perks. But which one comes out on top? Now, we all know that Spotify has earned its place as the world's most popular music streaming service. And like they said, for good reason, it provides a polished user experience. It says it has a large catalog, and it also offers additional content like podcasts and audiobooks. Now, they're saying Spotify also edges out YouTube Music in regards to audio quality by delivering a slightly richer listening experience, although neither have yet to offer their music streaming in high resolution or in lossless quality. Now, they're saying YouTube Music, on the other hand, is deeply integrated with the Google's ecosystem. This is a major advantage for users already invested in Google services, as it allows for seamless transitions between apps and devices. And imagine effortlessly switching from listening to music on your phone to your Google Home speaker. And they're also saying YouTube Music leverages its video platform to offer unique advantages. So access to music videos, live performances, and rare remixes you won't find anywhere else. All right. Now they're saying that Spotify might always be the main choice, but YouTube Music offers compelling features that makes it a serious contender. So to make the best decision for your needs, let's dive a little deeper into it, all right? So they're saying user interface and devices. Let me bring this article down here so where you can see it in the fine print. All right. And let me see, is that it? Oh, we passed it. Okay, we got a lot going on over here. User interface and devices. There we go. We're saying that Spotify launched in 2008. It has had some time to get a good. It's had time at getting good at building a friendly user interface, and it continues to be one of the best. They said Spotify is available in various ways, and you can use it on a web browser, through your mobile and desktop apps for iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, Linux, and Kindle. It's harder to think of ways Spotify can't be accessed. It's compatible with many smartwatches and network speakers like the Sonos, available in the car via CarPlay and Android Auto, and on gaming consoles, smart TVs, and streaming devices such as Apple TV and Roku. Now, they're also saying that the UI has also changed several times and continues to do so at its core, separated into three main areas. And they're saying that home is the hub of everything, with tabs for music, podcasts, and audiobooks. And the scrolling design combines recently played songs, suggested mixes, and new releases. All right. And then here you can also access features such as Spotify's new AI radio station, feature called the DJ, and its new TikTok and Instagram like interface that brings in animated album artwork, video clips, previews of song playlists, podcasts, and a whole lot more. And they're saying that they're doing this all with some cool visuals to go along with all of this. All right. So feel free to look at this article right here as we still continue to break this down. All right. So they say that lastly is just that, a search field for finding what you're looking for, but it also lists your recent searches, which is handy for going back to. All right. And they're also saying the Spotify web and desktop versions are similar. And they said since the YouTube Music app has no desktop version, just the web player, the Spotify app is superior if the desktop is your main usage point. So unfortunately, YouTube only works on the phone. It does not work on your computer. So that's an unfortunate situation. But you can go onto YouTube Music on the website, but you just cannot download the actual extension and say, I want to have it, and I just click on it from your computer. They're saying that YouTube Music's user interface is similar to Spotify. It's well designed, visually appealing, and utilizes a scrolling architecture. While YouTube Music can be accessed in several ways, it's not quite as broad as Spotify, but it still casts a wide net. It's tied into the user's Google account. The dedicated YouTube Music app is available for iOS, Android devices, including CarPlay and Android Auto, compatible with smartwatches and Chromecast. It's a web player, can be accessed through any browser or the smart TV YouTube app. So if you go to YouTube on any smart TV and select music, you'll be able to find it there. All right. So they're saying whether you're using YouTube's music app or web player, the UI is broken into several main sections, just like Spotify. Along the bottom, you'll find the home section. And then they're saying that you'll also get, a wide variety of content, including your artists, mixes, radio streams, playlists, new releases, trending music, and more. All right, that's what they're saying. As far as library and discovery, they're saying that, let's see. As far as library and discovery, they're saying that Spotify's library is just the beginning of its offerings with over 5 million titles. In its podcast library, it has also become a leader in the realm, and it now offers audiobooks. Now they're saying Spotify also excels in the numerous ways users can find and discover its content, and has pioneered many features, the made for section. And so that section is constantly changing space for users who prefer to let the algorithm do the work. And playlists like the Discover Weekly, Daily Mixes, and a Release Radar are go-tos. So they're also saying in the search section, you can browse through categories such as the Made for You, Spotify Classic, live events, charts, and decades. And like TikTok and Instagram stories, you can also scroll through videos and music previews. So Spotify, they're saying that it has a smart shuffle and day list are relatively new features. And they're saying that the smart shuffle optimizes song order while day lists offer a constantly refreshing feed of music recommendations. So you can have your smart shuffle, you can have your day list where you get a new playlist every day. And then they're also saying that they have this new AI playlist creation feature for the US and Canada, allowing you to use text prompts to create a playlist. This is just a fraction of what you can find on the platform. Now, they're saying with YouTube Music, they're saying it's pretty much the same thing, but they're also saying that it's not doing the audiobook thing at this moment. And just last year, the service started adding podcasts to the platform. And while the home screen section does not deliver some great generated playlists like its ever evolving Discover mix, the excellent My Super Mix, a new release mix, and a load of similar to lists based on artists you might like it is just not as vast as Spotify's. That's what they're saying. And then they're saying as far as features and functions, basically Spotify and YouTube Music share many of the same basic functions, so there's no need to go down there. They have launching radio stations based on your selection. So basically the artists, this is the Charlie Wilson radio station. This is the Beyonce radio station. So there's no need to kind of go down that road. As far as sound quality, let's bring this down here, and we're gonna go down. Yeah, there we go. Sound quality. They're saying that the main YouTube and Spotify have been going back and forth with each other, but still one of the main ones is that they're are among the only music streaming services that have yet to offer an option or plan tier for lossless or high resolution formats. So if you look at Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon Music Unlimited, they have those features, but YouTube Music and Spotify don't. And they're saying that Spotify offers better sound quality than YouTube Music for the free versions, and YouTube's maximum streaming quality is at 128 kilobytes per second, well, 128 kilobytes, while Spotify's is only at 160. So they're saying that graduating from the premium tiers of both service, if playing Spotify Premium in the browser with the web, you get a higher quality. And so they're saying that Spotify might be a little bit better in that area. All right. But I guess it really comes down to one thing, the price. What are you willing to get? What do you get? And what is it all? What do you get from it? All right. And they're saying, Rich Vibes is he's got some nice comment over there. He says, when it comes down to price, they said Spotify premium plan includes for the individual $12 per month, a dual $17 a month, good for couples or two people in the same household. For the family plan, you get up to 6 accounts for $20, and if you're a student, $6 a month. Now YouTube, they have both of them have free tiers, and they're saying that to start, they're saying you still have to contend with ads popping up against the songs, and you can't download anything for offline listening. Now, Spotify's free tier only lets you listen to music on shuffle except for certain playlists, and you can only skip 6 tracks per hour. And Spotify has a range of premium plans that unlock all of those restrictions. So once again, Spotify, you can skip, but you can't go back to the song inside of your playlist. And with YouTube Music, they have a free tier as well. And with their free tier, they're allowing you to skip tracks as many times as you like, but you have to listen to the 5-second ad. And they're saying that the ads are very more intrusive than Spotify. And they said YouTube Music app now lets you play music in the background when your lock screen is active or when you're using other apps. And they said that wasn't possible before. And then they're saying once you upgrade to YouTube Music Premium, you remove all ads and it allows downloads and gives you full service features. And they're saying that their plan is $11 a month. Or if you're willing to pay $3 more, you get YouTube Premium. And with the YouTube Premium, you have no ads. So no ads on YouTube videos and no ads on your music. Now they're saying that the family plan, you get $17 a month, and that I believe that's 6 people. And then if you were willing to add an additional $6 more, you get YouTube Premium. So 17 plus 6 is $23. So for $23, you get no ads on YouTube. You get no ads on YouTube Music. Whereas if you pay $20 a month for 6 people on the family account, you get your podcast and you get your audiobooks on Spotify. So the question is, which one would you care for? Which one do you care for? Are you willing to say, I don't want to recreate a new playlist and come over to YouTube Music? Or are you saying, hey, you know what? I don't have either one of these. And since I don't have either one of these in-house, I think I'm willing to make the jump. Let me see. I don't think I have the question. Oh my God. I thought it was supposed to be there. So let me know in the comments, which one are you willing to make the jump on? Because I don't have this in the system here. So yeah, I don't have it on the system. So let me know which one which one would you prefer? Would you be willing to make the YouTube jump to YouTube Music and knowing that for $23 a month, or excuse me, $14 a month or $23 a month, you can have YouTube Music and YouTube with no ads? Or if it's just you individually and you just say, I don't want YouTube, I just only want the YouTube Music, you pay $11 and $17 respectively. Which one would you rather have? Or would you rather go over to Spotify and just say, I'd rather just give them $12 a month, and I know that I can do unlimited downloads, I can have my playlist, and I can do all the other features that Spotify offers with the audiobooks and with the podcast. Which one are you willing to try out? Let's see. Rich Vibe says he's working on a return, and I don't do ads with my service, says Rich Vibes. That's what he says. So I understand that. Trevor says, I like Spotify. There's nothing wrong with Spotify, but my thing is, if you're watching YouTube, if you're already watching YouTube, right, it makes sense to say, why not go with YouTube Music and YouTube Premium? Because if you're paying for YouTube Premium, you automatically get YouTube Music. Now you don't have to watch no ads, and you're saving you some money from just paying for YouTube Premium. The math is not math, and you're paying for an extra service. Now, if you're okay with that, that's perfectly fine. But if you're a YouTube Premium person, you're getting YouTube Music absolutely free. If you just say you just only want the YouTube version of it, then by all means, you just have the YouTube Music version and you don't get the ads. But for $3 more or $6 more, I mean, it's still coming out cheaper, because the individual is $11 on YouTube Music and it's $12 on Spotify, or it's $17 for the family, but it's $20 for the family on Spotify. And then they're saying that if you add the $6 more on YouTube Music, then you cannot get the ads and on YouTube Music and also on YouTube Premium. So I know that's a lot. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm hoping that you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. There's some differences between each, but we want you to walk away with some value behind all of that. All right. I think Spotify, says Sheila Baker. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I look at it like this. You're going to be watching YouTube. So if you're going to be on YouTube, if you're okay with the 5-second ads or the ads in the middle of the video, if you're okay with that, by all means, go with Spotify. But if you're tired of watching ads, and I know we're mostly trained to do this, but once you get a taste of YouTube Premium, I promise you, you will not want to go back, because those ads are going to be irritating. And I think YouTube just made an announcement that they're about to crank up YouTube ads even more. So just think that over while you go. And Rich Vibe says support your local artists. That's correct. And let's see, pay me a pound instead to play a nice mix for you. Okay. And Awesome Fun Thing says, I'm all about no ads, man. All right, there you go. YouTube all the way for me says Awesome Fun Things. I like that. All right, so hopefully you guys got some value out of all of that. And no, it's the 90s. Okay, something about Monica. Okay, Rich Vibes is he's in his bag right now. At least it's not R. Kelly. I don't know. Are we canceling Diddy now, or because of the baby oil situation, or are we just only canceling R. Kelly? I don't know how you guys are feeling about that situation. But I guess they always say you're innocent until proven guilty, right? All right. With that being said, check this out, guys. It's the brands, guys. Check it out. We have the Lab Tech Show. Feel free, if you know a company that's in the tech space and they would like to be featured on the Lab Tech Show, have them visit thelabtechshow.com. If you would like a show similar to this, visit yourliveproduction.com. And that way you can sit in front of the camera and let Tallboy handle the tech, all right? Tallboy.us, video production, that's what we do. We will recap your event, make your event look spectacular, and we do what we do from a video production standpoint. Don't forget, we're on Spotify and YouTube podcasts at the Lab Tech Show. And then we're also on Roku and Amazon Fire. That's right, we got our own channel, y'all, called TBE Media. So if you know somebody that has some content and they're looking to get their content out, by all means, let them know to come on over here to TBE Media and let's have a conversation. And then, as always, you can always support the show by Cash App or PayPal. And our favorite phrase or our favorite motto is think big, think tall, think tall boy. All right? Think big, believe in God, think tall, because the sky's the limit. Think tall boy, because he said so, and he's doing it. Lastly, before we get up out of the promo section, we do have merch. That's right, y'all. We do have merch. Did you know that? Shop.tallboy.us. Do you see this collection over here? Now, look, the holiday season is fast approaching, and I would love to see you guys get a gift item for a family, a friend, or even for yourself. We have everything from tote bags. Revis has his own merch. TBJ has merch. Tallboy has merch. We would love for you to hang out, check out what we have. And it's a family thing. You see the merch. You see it. The lowest price on here is $6. And I think the highest thing that we got on here is $35. So as the holidays start to approach, feel free to come on over here to shop.tallboy.us and feel free to pick up some merch. All right? That's fair, right? That's a fair statement. Shop.tallboy.us. You heard the name. Remember it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do this brief recap. We are towards the end of the evening, and I want you guys to walk away. Hopefully, you guys got some value out of tonight's show, and hopefully, you guys are saying, "Hey, I got something, and I appreciate it." So, why Tallboy is not on the screen, I don't know. With the promo, that's very weird to me, but we'll work that out right now as we speak. As a brief recap, we had hearing aids and cell phones. You can now detect AI voices through a Chrome extension, so you don't necessarily have to worry about whether or not the content that you're listening to is real or fake. And then we also broke down YouTube Music versus Spotify. Are you willing to make the jump? That's the $1 million question. Are you willing to make that jump? And then our word of the day today was it palaver? Did I say it right? Or was it palaver? Well, I just know that it was meaningless, meaningless conversations. I do remember that part. And so hopefully I was not having a meaningless conversation with you this evening, right? So hopefully I did not have that with you and you guys got some value. Palaver is the word of the day, all right? So palaver. So feel free to hang out with us. You guys see it. We definitely could use your support. So before you go to sleep over between now and next Wednesday, if you can find a playlist that you see that's on the Lab Tech Show, we try to have content up by Friday within 48 to 72 hours of the show broken up into their respective fields, and we put them in a playlist. So you're not watching the full show from the beginning to the end, but it would be nice because the show is about an hour long. And if you just basically just let it go on repeat while you're asleep on a TV or on your phone, that would help us get to those 3,000 watch hours. But if not, put it on a favorite playlist, and hopefully you'll help us get some more traction, so that way we can get to our watch hours of 3,000. That's what we're looking for. All right. Palaver says Rich Vibes. And look, he's over here spelling it wrong. I'm not going to judge him. Sheila Baker says, always a great show. I would probably give this a C minus, Sheila Baker. There's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes that are not going right. But I mean, it's real time. And I guess the way I look at it is I want a flawless show. And I understand there's a one-man band working here, but I still expect it to be flawless. And there's a lot of ums and ahs and a lot of fumbling back here. So I'm not happy personally, but as long as you guys got the context and got the content of the show right, I guess that's all that really matters to me, because the goal is this tech is coming whether we like it or not, and we need to be prepared for it. Sales, deals, holiday gift items are going to be coming up, and we need to be aware of what's out there, as opposed to just saying, I don't know what to get somebody, right? So, or I don't know that this even existed. And that's kind of why we did this whole hearing aid and cell phones. I think that needs to be out. The world needs to hear what's going on when that comes to that. Rich Vibe said you still churned it out. And it was great interactively. Yeah, no, thank you, man. I definitely appreciate that. That's what we are here, and that's what we aim to do. So I wanted, when you look at your YouTube channels, and I'm going to challenge you with this, and I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to land my plane after this. As you watch your favorite shows on YouTube, I thank you guys for coming weekly to come participate and hang out with me, right? This is a community that we're really building. But who else is doing something that's interactive? You can talk to them in real time. You get to voice your opinion. You get to have a say. You get interactive polling to where you have a say. I don't know anybody that's doing that. And like I said, what I really want people to do at the end of the day is just to say, I'm learning something today in technology. And I know that this stuff is forever evolving. If you saw the blogs that I go through every day, you're not going to be interested in the content that I'm seeing, and it's going to go right over your head. So I try to find articles that I think that are interesting, that are thought-provoking, it's intentional, and that's what I want. I want you guys to walk away just saying, man, I did not know that that was happening, or this is coming down the pipeline. So when you hear it again, you can say, I already heard this. And hopefully the Lab Tech Show was the first place that broke the news that you heard it from. And then you can turn around, and when you hear more about it on their local broadcast stations, or you hear it, on the major websites or major television shows, you'll be like, yeah, Tallboy already talked about this. So if you got some value out of it, please hit the like button. Please share the show with some people. And even though I'm not particularly happy with my delivering of the product today, we still got it out, as Rich Vibe said, saying you still churned it out, though, and it was great interactive. So Sheila Baker also says, Tallboy, we appreciate all your efforts, flawed or perfect. And she says she learns something new every week. So, man, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. And I definitely just challenge you guys to invite more people to the show. Programming note, we're at the end of October. The last 3 weeks... Let's see, November 13th through December 6th. Tallboy will not be doing a show, but we will have some people that will be here that will be filling in for me. And so just as a programming note, just letting you know that there will be some people filling in for Tallboy while he will be away for 3 weeks. All right. So I just need to kind of get some R&R. I need to just kind of recheck myself, and hopefully when we come back in December, or when I come back in December, we'll be geared up for the Consumer Electronics Show. So just kind of wanted to let you know what was going on as far as programming, and you'll see some familiar faces, and hopefully you guys will get some value out of it. All right. So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It is the Lab Tech Show. Where's my sound effect? Where is he at? Nope. Is that it? No, that's not it. You guys be good. Thank you guys so much for being with me to the end. I definitely appreciate it.
You already know.
Halloween.
Oh, boy.
Is it on Wednesday next week or is it on Thursday? Who's dressing up? Are you? I don't know if I'm going to do that.